Richie posted a provocative video online to show off, basically saying, "Come at me if you dare." What he didn't expect was that someone would actually take him up on the challenge. When he saw the response, he completely freaked out. As a rapper, he'd only uploaded the video to cultivate a tough guy image. He never imagined anyone would actually show up at his door with a knife.
Fuck gangster.
Just as Richie was about to explain that he was only talking trash, the guy didn't hesitate and knocked him flat with a punch. Then a group of masked men rushed in with knives and pinned everyone down. They clearly came prepared, immediately snatching his expensive designer watch and filming a humiliating video of him on the spot.
Pussy boy.
Although everyone was wearing masks and Richie couldn't make out their faces, he distinctly remembered one detail. One of them was wearing green leather shoes. The whole ordeal left him completely devastated, and when he got home, he couldn't even eat. That's when his assistant delivered even worse news. The robbers had uploaded the video online, and it had gone viral. The headline was brutal. Rapper's designer watch stolen, Richie breaks down in tears. Every clip racked up millions of views, and now the whole world had witnessed his humiliation. Meanwhile, a mob of reporters camped outside his house, snapping photos like crazy and hurling pointed, malicious questions at him. Already feeling low, Richie's temper flared, and he nearly got into a physical altercation with the press. Luckily, his assistant pulled him back just in time, or things would have spiraled even further out of control. The two of them finally made it into the car, only to discover that public opinion online had completely turned against him. Some people mocked him, saying he got what he deserved and that he was just as fake as his music. Others said he was no tough guy at all, just a coward. A few small-time influencers even jumped on the bandwagon for clout, publicly calling for a boycott and urging fans not to buy tickets to Richie's concert. The wave of negativity was overwhelming. Richie immediately pulled up the concert presale website and discovered that his show, scheduled for just 2 days later, hadn't sold a single ticket. He was furious. He couldn't believe that at such a critical moment, a bunch of nobodies had dragged him down. But once he calmed down, something occurred to him. The phone they'd stolen had GPS tracking. He immediately pulled over and opened the tracking app. After a quick search, he locked onto their location and was surprised to find they were nearby. Soon enough, he spotted the group on the side of the road. But instead of confronting them directly, he called in his bodyguard, Mike. Mike was a battle-hardened veteran who once took out 7 guys with a single bullet. This showdown was bound to be serious. Richie expected Mike to jump into action right away, but surprisingly, Mike struck up a conversation with them first. Still, Mike didn't let him down. After a brief exchange, he made his move, and everyone in the car went wild with excitement. Riding that adrenaline rush, Richie got out of the car, ready to give them a taste of their own medicine. He pulled out his phone and started recording, planning to post the footage online to salvage his reputation. But what happened next stunned everyone. One of the thugs, in a desperate move, pulled out a knife and stabbed Mike. The same guy who had just taken on 5 people by himself collapsed to the ground in an instant. Richie couldn't process the sudden turn of events. There was no time to help. All he could do was jump in his car and chase after the fleeing attacker. Eventually, Richie caught up to the guy and ran him over with his car. Unfortunately, his stolen watch wasn't on him. The thought of going through all that trouble only to come up empty-handed, and nearly getting his teammate killed in the process, made Richie's blood boil. But then it hit him. This wasn't a total loss. The injured thug could serve as his hostage. He grabbed the guy by the collar and dragged him into the car. First, he dropped Mike off at the hospital, then took the hostage to an apartment. His first move was to record a video and send a message to the gang's leader through social media. If he wanted his boy back safe,